What's the word?
This is Abby with What's the Word, and I'm here with Z. Hi, Z. How are you?
Abby, how are you? Thank you for having me.
Oh, no problem. Z here is the face behind DJ Booth. We all know what DJ Booth is, but a lot of people don't really know. We all know the image, but we don't know who exactly is behind it.
Right.
So tell us what exactly your responsibilities are in your title as far as business standpoint.
It's funny that you say that because first of all, people often mistake me for being DJ Booth. They think like I'm Booth. I get emails where people are like, "Hey Booth, what up?" And I tweet about this all the time. It just kills me. I am the co-owner and operator of DJBooth.net. It's a full-scale online music magazine, and it has morphed from a DJ-only oriented magazine into something that anybody who appreciates music, who loves music, who feels like they're a part of the industry, whether they're a rapper, a producer, an A&R, or just a fan can be a part of. We've created a real community feel.
Talking about, your responsibilities, you said that you are responsible for, part of your responsibility is album reviews. I have read a few of your album reviews, and not only are they sound so intelligent, but they're very professional and very unbiased. You come from a totally unbiased standpoint, and obviously sometimes it's not that good.
Sure.
And do you ever get kind of negative feedback as far as artists really not, taking it to heart?
Well, first of all, I have to give all the credit for the album review section to our editor, Nathan Slavic. He also runs RefinedHype.com, our sister site. Artists, producers, record label executives, they take everything personally because these projects are their babies, really. And we want to make sure that we're never being swayed one way or the other because of a relationship when it comes to reviews. And so from a very early point, when we had Nathan come aboard and write album reviews, it was simply a matter of, look, you just tell it like it is, and people will respect that. And the fact that you asked that question proves that what we're doing is working.
Oh, absolutely. No, I read the reviews and I post the reviews because I personally find them very helpful. Now, your website is like you said, it's a community,
right,
and it's really based on hip-hop and,
right,
and stuff of that nature. Do you have a passion for hip-hop? Have you always had a passion for hip-hop? Tell me about that.
I love hip-hop music. It's turned into my life, essentially. I was not just only raised on hip-hop, though. My parents did a great job of making sure that I was influenced by a wide variety of music. I grew up on the Beatles and on the Rolling Stones, a lot of Motown. I love R&B. We wanted to make sure, though, that DJBooth.net was urban-focused, but not too narrow where we couldn't diversify our musical selection and also feature R&B or soul or pop music that is geared toward a larger urban mainstream audience. People think, or wrongly I should say, that I only love hip-hop because it's such a big part of my life, but that does not turn me off from exploring other genres. There's a lot of great music in the world, and nobody should limit themselves. I'm sure you feel the same way, Abby.
Oh, absolutely, 100%. I think a true artist, and we were just talking about this recently, a true artist should be knowledgeable about all kinds of music and be open-minded. I think when people call other people ignorant or something, it's really, the ignorance really comes from people who refuse to open their mind. So you said you were a communications major.
Right.
And did you study music in college or anything?
I didn't. I got a degree in mass communications with an emphasis on radio broadcasting. I DJ'd at my college radio station, WZND, for 4 years. I parlayed that into a producer job in Chicago right out of school. That lasted for like 11 months. The station lost their sales director. They went broke. They fired me. And it's the best thing that ever happened to me because at the time, Dave Mackley, my partner, and I were operating DJ Booth, but it was more of a hobby and less of a business. And that firing gave me the opportunity to put all my time and energy and effort into the site, which has been a blessing because had it not been for that lost job, I would have never discovered my passion for DJ Booth.
On September 27th, it was funny because I was kind of speaking with you back and forth, and there was 3 huge album releases on that day. You had Ninth Wonder, Fonte, J. Cole. You even had Evidence and I think some others.
There's like 5 others.
Okay.
Insane.
How do you go about a day like that?
A lot of advanced planning. Typically, we don't see a release date on a Tuesday with that many major releases. It just doesn't happen anymore. Usually, release dates get pushed back and pushed back and pushed back, and so even if the plan initially is to have 5 or 6 albums out on the same day, it ends up being 1 or 2. We're blessed in that we have great relationships with all these artists. We have great relationships with their management teams, their record labels, and so we were able to get advanced copies of Ninth's album. We were able to get an advanced copy of Evidence's album. We actually hosted Evidence's album on the site for sale, both the regular version that you could pick up at iTunes and an instrumental only version that is not available anywhere but DJ Booth. So had it not been for the relationships that we fostered over the years, I wouldn't even know where to start on a new release Tuesday like that, but we're blessed.
Can you tell our viewers how they can contact you through all social networks and whatever's best?
Absolutely. If you're an artist, don't submit your music to me through a social network. It will not get noticed. My timeline is strewn with file sharing links, and I have never clicked on one of them. If you go to djbooth.net in the About Us section, there is a submission layout where it tells you what you need to send us to make sure that we are able to properly review it and consider it for placement. People can hit us up through that email. It's submissions@djbooth.net. You can reach out to us through Facebook. It's facebook.com/djbooth.net, and on Twitter, we're just at DJ Booth. The opportunities to reach out are endless. I mean, Abby, you reached out via Twitter, and we're sitting here doing this interview in balmy Miami.
Yeah.
So it's not hard. We should say that it's not hard.
You just have to do it correctly. And by the way, he is not Booth, okay? His name is Z. It's not Booth.
You will never ever get your stuff on our site. Don't do it. You've been warned now, so there's no reason why this should happen.
Exactly. And before we finish, can you tell us of some artists to look out for, or anyone that has really stood out to you in recent months?
You know what, I'm just going to lay out our A3C lineup, because all these artists who are on our bill are individuals that I really respect. We've been on Big Crit's train for 3 years now. We released Crit Was Here last year, which was the jumping off point for him. That after that release, he got signed to Def Jam. And so I'm a big champion of Big Crit. I believe in what he does both as an MC and even more so as a producer. I think he's definitely part of the next wave of talent that's going to really make people realize that hip-hop is forever. It's not just some constantly changing fad, which is what people kind of earmarked it for originally. I'm a big fan of King Mez, who is also from the Carolina area. Everybody on the Jamla roster, so Hollow and the away team and the Tom Hardy, everybody who Ninth's overseeing at his label, I really love them. It's always funny, I have like 5 million artists I'm a fan of, and then someone like you asks me to name them, and I can't think of a damn thing. Yeah. Another artist out of the Bronx, his name is Jonas. We're championing, it's a hard word to say, especially with Cottonmouth, championing, that's the Bellevue from last night. No, it's truth. Yeah, but you know what? All you need to know is if an artist gets placed on DJ Booth, we believe in them, especially if they're unsigned. We're very selective in who we feature. It's always quality over quantity. I don't want to feature everybody. I want to just feature the best. And so if you make it onto DJ Booth, I think that should speak volumes about the quality of your work.
That's another thing I noticed, is that every single person you feature has quality. So definitely, if you're an aspiring artist, I mean, that's a great place to put your music. So definitely check them out if you haven't yet. I don't know where you've been, but that's okay. But
we'll accept your apologies. Yeah. You're off the hook. Don't worry about it. Just one time, though. Amnesty only lasts one time.
Yep. And don't call him Booth, or you'll never get your music heard. But thank you so much for talking with us today.
You're very welcome, Abby. And who are your favorite artists, Abby?
You know, I was asked this the other day, and I actually got stumbled too, so I thought about it. And definitely Jamla artists. Skyzoo.
Love Skyzoo.
Love Skyzoo, Rhapsody. Ninth as an artist, as a producer, I think is absolutely incredible. You know, I do have a respect for Pusha T, Sci-Hi. I love Wale, and I love Asher Roth. Special shout out to Asher Roth, who is an incredible individual outside of the music.
What up, Asher?
What up, Ash?
I'm going to give you back the mic. You are interviewing me. I'm not interviewing you.
Okay, but that's okay. That's the first time, so it's kind of cool. But again, thank you.
You're very welcome.
And we will see you soon. Everyone check out djbooth.net.
What's going on, everybody? This is DJ Z from DJBooth.net, and I want you to check out what'stheword.com, the voice of Generation Y.
Cool to make a love song. They looking at me like there's something wrong. Hey, this ain't a song about cars.
You enjoy,
Son,
enjoy, and I've been like,
son,
now enjoy,
son,
enjoy,
son.
you enjoy. I'll take you way back and bring some listen to me.
Son,
Enjoy, and I've been like,
son.
now enjoy.